Swindon came out on top in a pulsating game at Griffin Park, where Brentford are on a bad run at the moment. This defeat means they've won only once in their last 9 matches, and they were not helped by their starters. Alex Revell put Swindon Town in the lead with his first goal for the club. Ben Hutchinson, on loan from Celtic, added his first goal since 2007, still in the opening half hour. The experienced Cole Court got one back with 13 minutes left. He doesn't have much experience of late of actually scoring, though. This was only his 4th goal in 51 games. Swindon reacted quickly to restore their 2-goal advantage. John Paul McGovern searched out Revell, who scored for the 2nd time in the match with an unstoppable shot. And that seemed enough to take the unbeaten league run to 10 games for Danny Wilson's side. But Charlie McDonald made it a very nervous last few moments for Swindon with a goal 8 minutes from time, and the same player missed a great chance to equalise late on.
They're a football club bedevilled by debts, but in Andy Scott, Brentford possess one of the brightest young managers in the game.
You know, we knew it was going to be tough before the season started, and that's, you know, proven to be the case. But we can hold our own. We've got a really good set of lads, very young. They want to improve. They want to do better. They want to play at a high level, and they can only do that if they do well at Brentford. And that's what we're hoping to give them, that platform to do so.
There's been a significant increase in gate receipts this season. They're the only Football League club with a pub on each corner of the ground, and the players are relishing the challenge of League One football. No sign of pre-match nerves. Swindon Town were the visitors. Preparations almost complete, with Brentford's fans hoping for some sustained success.
Long term, you've got to have a better ground than we've got. You've got to have better facilities than we've got, and then you've got to win. You know, in the end, crowds come when you win. You know, the year we got relegated 2 or 3 years ago, you know, the crowds disappeared. They've come back this year.
Swindon hadn't lost since the opening day of the season. Brentford were looking to build on their midweek success, and an early lift for Danny Wilson's team when Alex Revell found space and made the opportunity count. And it got worse for the home side, again poor defending, and Ben Hutchinson was able to profit from the situation. Brentford 2 down and with a lot to do. Andy Scott's side were transformed after the break. Cole Court brought them back into the match, and there was hope. But Revell threatened to kill off any hopes Brentford had of a second-half comeback. Another goal for the Swindon frontman, and what looked to be a winning advantage. Brentford, though, had more to offer. Charlie McDonald, all alone and 6 yards out, brought it back to 3-2. But Danny Wilson's side held on to win, and Andy Scott was left to reflect on a poor defensive display.
2 centre-halves didn't deal with their centre-forwards, played too deep. We could never get out of our half. It was a strong wind against us. We knew, you know, obviously it was going to be a bit of a battle, but we just give ourselves mountains to climb all the time. It's ridiculous. The goals we're conceding are outrageous.
We fortunately got a good 3rd goal, you know, which took a little bit of the stuffing out of him a little bit, but then we conceded a goal very late on, so it's quite nervy. But after the last 2 games we've had, you know, we've conceded late on not to win the game. I was delighted today that we saw the game out. Yeah.
We're just giving goals away willy-nilly. They've had 3 shots on our goal, on target, scored 3 goals. Last week, Southend had 3 shots on our goal and scored a goal. Yeovil had 5 and scored 2. Just too many chances. We're not exactly creating a lot of chances, but every the chances that we're giving away, a clear-cut goal or scoring opportunities, not good enough.
Swindon are League One's draw specialists, having got a point out of each of their last 4 games. They arrived at Griffin Park, knowing host Brentford are on a bad run of form, with 1 win in their previous 8. And the Bees' cause not helped by their starters. Alex Revell put the Robins into the lead with his first goal for the club. Brentford did manage a home win against Southend in the midweek fixtures, but against Swindon they were pushed on the back foot. Former Leeds man Jonathan Douglas denied a goal by his opposite number Marcus Bean. But Swindon were to double their lead. Ben Hutchinson, on loan from Celtic, added his first goal since 2007, still in the opening half hour. The Bees had scored in their last 4 games at home and were getting close to another. Sam Saunders rattled the woodwork, and the less said about Charlie McDonald's follow-up, the better. The experienced Carl Court got one back with 13 minutes left. He doesn't have much experience of late of scoring. This was only his 4th goal in the much-travelled striker's last 51 games. Swindon reacted to restore their 2-goal cushion. John Paul McGovern searched out Revell, who scored for the 2nd time in the match with an unstoppable shot that seemed enough to take the unbeaten league run to 10 games for Danny Wilson's side. But McDonald made it a nervy last few minutes for Swindon with a goal 8 minutes from time. It was to stay 3-2. The unbeaten run continues. Brentford now 1 win in 9.
On loan striker Alex Revell set Swindon on the way to 3 points with the opener at Brentford. Fellow loanee Ben Hutchinson doubled the advantage and the Robins appeared to be cruising to victory. Former Newcastle star Carl Court pulled a goal back for the Bees, but that just sparked Revell back into life. The Southend striker scored the best goal of the match to make sure Charlie McDonald's late goal for Brentford didn't matter.